Hey guys, it's Runuchi back here for another What If video. Today we're making a new What If finally after so long. Over a month of two What Ifs that were the same. The What If that came out first has not finished yet the What If that came after the first one has finished. Anyways, ignoring that part of it, today we will be doing what if Naruto merged with his dark side. More precisely, what if Kid Naruto merged with his dark side. So there are multiple points in canon where this could happen. The only problem is, which is the only change I'll have to make, is that you can encounter your dark side, or Naruto can at least, as long as he's feeling a lot of anger. For Jinchuriki, they can do this if they have a dark side. So yeah, this is what's gonna begin for now. So we could do this during the wave arc, but no. Why would we do it on the wave arc? Naruto has no one to hate and has no despair. Other than Sasuke dying, though it would be more so care about Sasuke. So yeah. The other point of time where this might be able to happen, though this would take more plot armor or something, is that when Naruto goes down in the ravine, Naruto begins to hate Jiraiya. That is just absolutely false. No, get that one out of here. The next one is the Valley of the End. Naruto would feel betrayed by Sasuke and would feel useless. That, to him, most of his team sacrificed themselves, yet he couldn't complete a single task, which was to bring Sasuke back. He couldn't keep his promise. That would be somewhat despairing, but with that, this what if would only last like 4 parts at most. So yeah, so we're gonna go to the beginning. The scroll of forbidden, or the forbidden scroll of seals or whatever. So this is the perfect moment. As Mizuki talking about the nine-tailed fox would put Naruto in somewhat a despair-like mode or state of mind, where he's just thinking, I'm the demon fox, no way. Naruto is just like so confused, yet just what? Naruto just doesn't know how to react to this. So due to Naruto not knowing how to react to this creates a problem, which allows me to start the what if here. Due to the despair, Naruto would meet his dark side. By the way, before we properly begin this, so how this is gonna work is that if you guys like this what if and it gets enough support before Thursday next week, of course, since it's Saturday right now. If it gets enough support by Thursday, then yeah, this what if will continue. If not, then I'll completely just scratch off this what if and begin a new one. Yeah. Since what's the point of continuing a what if that you guys don't like? So yeah, if a what if gets enough support on the first part, then it'll continue. Anyways, yeah, let's continue on with this. By support, I mainly mean likes. So yeah. Anyways, let's continue on with the what if. Naruto feeling despair, though still being able to see what's going on in the outside world, would accidentally go into his mindscape, being surrounded and head down, surrounded by darkness. Anyways, yeah. As the darkness is around Naruto, a figure would walk up. It looked like Naruto, though its white pupils were black with red eyes. As it would say, they've betrayed you again. Why do you continue to help them? They've hurt us so many times, yet you still wish to help them. As Naruto couldn't say anything to this, as he was wondering who it was, though it looked like him, though Naruto was in complete despair and confusion. As Dark Naruto would begin to explain everything about how, due to Naruto's rough childhood and beatings, Naruto's hatred went to him, and he decided to, he became the dark side of Naruto and had to bear all the hate. Then goes into an angry speech about being angry and stuff. Anyways, yeah, after Dark Naruto's soul speech, Naruto was still hiding behind a tree in the real world, but Dark Naruto would then say one thing: give me the body, give me control, and you don't have to suffer anymore. You can just hide away. Meanwhile, I take full control. Naruto would slowly begin to give Dark Naruto control, slowly though, as Dark Naruto would then think, yes, I'm about to gain control, though it is a bit sad that I won't be able to go to my full potential, as I'll only be able to go half as fast in power as I would have if me and him were complete. As in the outside world, Naruto would hear something. Naruto is not the nine-tailed demon fox as you think. He's a great shinobi of the Hidden Leaf Village and will become Hokage someday, Iruka would say outside in the real world, as these words reignited the flames inside of Naruto. As Naruto at this moment had given Dark Naruto 30% control, that would then stop and deliver a punch towards Dark Naruto and would say, "No, Iruka Sensei cares about me, and there's still Techi and Ayame. They gave me food when I had nowhere else to go. I won't just give up like this." As Dark Naruto would say, "Darn it, all you had to do was give me control. So guess we have to fight for control, as you've already given me part of the control which allows me to fight back for the rest of it." As Naruto and Dark Naruto would then begin to clash. Naruto would lose to Dark Naruto in the beginning, due to Dark Naruto being normally smarter than Naruto, since you can't say there was actually a good reason for Naruto becoming all of the sudden extremely smart against Zabuza, using the Demon Windmill Giant Shadow Shuriken or whatever against Zabuza. That is a genius plan, and if you think Naruto, who was the dumbest person in class, could come up with it, then yeah. I'd say it was Dark Naruto beginning to intervene with it, since usually evil characters are seen as smarter than the good ones. Like Orochimaru, mad scientist, usually extremely smart and could give people bloodlines. Though he can't give himself bloodlines, obviously. Anyways, yeah. This is extremely, evil characters being smarter is a fact, an absolute fact of anime. So yeah, that is 100% true. You cannot lie about that. Anyways, yeah, Naruto, though, the more intense a fight gets and the more willpower he gets in his mind, he becomes stronger. Throughout the fight, though in the beginning Naruto couldn't think of much people that cared about him, Naruto would remember Shikamaru and Choji, along with even Kiba. Shikamaru and Choji went to hang out with him before, along with even inviting him sometimes, along with Kiba and skipping class together. Naruto enjoyed those experiences and actually wanted to continue with them. and realized that though he, Shikamaru, Choji, and Kiba weren't exactly friends, well, he isn't their friend exactly, though Naruto can be considered someone they care about, and Naruto also cares about them. Naruto would also think of Hiruzen, though Naruto would soon be able to surpass Dark Naruto, which Dark Naruto realizes, which is due to Naruto's immense willpower. As Dark Naruto would begin to taunt Naruto, saying Hiruzen didn't truly care about him. They were the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. If they weren't that, Hiruzen wouldn't care about them, and all of the villagers wouldn't notice him at all. Oh, got a Discord notification. Anyways, let's ignore the Discord notification. Anyways, yeah, let's continue on with it. So yeah, how this would play off is that, well, Dark Naruto would taunt Naruto, but Naruto is like, no, just no. Since Naruto doesn't understand Dark Naruto, Naruto is separated from his dark half, which makes Dark Naruto realize that, and if he doesn't come up with something quick, he'll lose to Naruto, as Dark Naruto would then continue fighting until Dark Naruto realizes something. He doesn't have to be controlled, or he doesn't have to be in control. Dark Naruto would remember his thoughts about merging with Naruto in order to gain full potential, and would then realize that if he were to want full potential, and he wanted to get stronger along with Naruto to not be an absolute buffoon, he would need to become one with Naruto, and finally fuse with Naruto once more, as Naruto and Dark Naruto would then fuse, as Dark Naruto would grab Naruto in a hug, and would then disperse, having his dark essence fuse with Naruto, as they would become one once more. Naruto would then get the feeling that Dark Naruto had felt, the uselessness and everything else, as Naruto would then realize how Dark Naruto felt when he, well, was just useless, not in control, and how Dark Naruto felt about everything else, and began to understand Dark Naruto. Naruto would then remember all of the beatings he got as a kid that were transferred to Dark Naruto's memory instead, as Naruto, being overtaken by the hate for a bit of time, would then be back in the outside world, being darker, at least for the first while. By the way, there's gonna be a 1-week break before the Genin graduation, like the actual team selection part of it, since we don't want Naruto to be completely dark during that time. So Naruto needs some time to take in his darkness. Also, Naruto needs to catch up with Shadow Clones, catch up to everyone in knowledge, and stuff like that. Also, due to Naruto merging with his dark side, Naruto's chakra control would increase, as Kurama is Yang Kurama, and Naruto was missing his dark side. Yang is white. So yeah, both Kurama and Naruto were missing darkness. Which darkness is spiritual. Yin is light. Or Yang is light and Yang is physical power. That means that since Naruto now has his darkness, Naruto's chakra control would be better. So yeah. Also, Naruto, if you weren't both or mastered both the tree and water walking exercises, would now be able to control/create a normal clone. I got too used to saying a shadow clone now. Guess I should just say a blood clone. Naruto would, now knowing that he needed to get stronger, would quickly throw the scroll away, as even though Naruto's darkness took over, even to Dark Naruto, Iruka proved himself to be someone who truly cared about him. And Dark Naruto would go help Iruka, as the same situation would follow, except Naruto would have a darker smirk and would say, "For hurting my sensei, I won't let you go without being attacked. I will not let you get away scot-free. The village, even with their interrogation and torture, won't be enough. You're worse than scum, Mizuki." As Mizuki would then taunt Naruto until Naruto said 2 words. Shadow clones. More like 3 words. Shadow clone jutsu. As Mizuki was shocked by the pure number, but would try to fight back, though Mizuki would fail to defeat Naruto's shadow clones. As soon he was overwhelmed by the hundreds that were there. Though he managed to take down over 100 of them, Mizuki still failed against all of the numbers. As Mizuki would die. Well, not die. Nearly all of his bones are broken. And he'll need immediate medical attention in order to actually survive that. Anyways, yeah. Naruto would ask Iruka if he was okay, and Iruka would say yes, and would be amazed at Naruto. The scene as in the original timeline would play out, and Naruto graduated or became a ninja. As Iruka would ask where the hidden scroll is, and though Naruto didn't want to lie to Iruka, Naruto said that he didn't want Mizuki to get the scroll, but wanted to save Iruka, so Naruto threw the scroll away into the forest since he didn't want Iruka to die to Mizuki or Mizuki to find the scroll. Though Naruto thought he was gonna get lectured by Iruka patted Naruto on the head and would say that it was a smart idea, and that Naruto proved even more that he was worthy of being a genin, even if he wasn't the best at doing tests. As Naruto would then whine, saying the tests are way too boring. As Naruto and Iruka would have a short moment of peace and silence, as Iruka said, "Well, Naruto, let's go look for the scroll now." As Naruto would say, "Sure, I'll look at one side and you look at the other." As Iruka would look at one side of the forest, and Naruto would look at the side of the forest where the scroll actually is. Though Naruto would say that he didn't remember where he threw the scroll. As Naruto would soon find the scroll, Naruto would decide to quickly follow up with his plan and copy some of the jutsu. The jutsu Naruto copied were, first of all, infinite darkness. Since Dark Naruto and Naruto fusing, Naruto would want to experiment and see if he can learn Genjutsu. As if he could learn Genjutsu, then it would mean that Naruto truly improved in chakra control. Naruto was no longer as weak as he was before and has grown by leaps and bounds, in chakra control at least. The Naruto didn't know that this was just a genjutsu that he can just pull limitless amounts of chakra, and Naruto doesn't know that. The next one would be Blood Clone, which Naruto could see that it was a clone that took blood to make along with chakra, so it can survive multiple hits and was just as strong as the user. Except the fact that the downside of this, like I did with What If Naruto Had the Gamer, Naruto puts a certain amount of chakra into the blood clone. The amount of chakra he does put into it cannot be regenerated, though the blood clone's chakra can be regenerated as well, though. So yeah, though Naruto would regain the lost chakra store, Naruto would regain his chakra reserves that he put into the blood clone after the blood clone is destroyed / dispelled. So yeah, next up is, well, you guys get to decide one jutsu of your choice. Name it in the comment section below. You get to decide one jutsu. Anyways, the fourth one that, of course, we'll get is Reaper Death Seal. Just kidding, Naruto would see Reaper Death Seal and Edo Tensei and would put it on it, but the last one, which is the one which we all expected Naruto to get, the Rasengan. Naruto probably won't be training with Jiraiya for my speculations, so Naruto needs to learn the Rasengan one way or another. Rasengan literally is over half of all of canon Naruto's attacks. Without it, Naruto would basically only have shadow clones and, Naruto won't have anything else other than shadow clones if Naruto didn't have the Rasengan. So yeah, Naruto needs the Rasengan in order to keep some canon in it. So yeah, of course Naruto won't just learn this all easily. Naruto will be practicing it earlier on, though Naruto would probably learn the Rasengan by the wave arc. So yeah. Anyway, Naruto for the next week would, after learning about the secret of the Shadow Clones, would have 80 Shadow Clones working hinged 12 hours a day in order to catch up on what knowledge he lost from not learning it in the academy. And since Naruto can just learn it all and not have to listen to mindless rambling, Naruto doesn't have to take hours to learn one thing. So yeah, Naruto also learned the leaf sticking exercise to the point where he can easily do it even while walking around, eyes open, even with a pretty good gust of wind going on. And yeah, basically Naruto's good at chakra control, though Naruto still doesn't know the tree walking or water walking exercises. Naruto would learn the first step of the Rasengan, which is rotation as well, since Naruto wanted, after seeing that the Rasengan had multiple steps, to learn steps at different periods of time. Since, learning the first step of the Rasengan can help Naruto use different jutsu. Basically different jutsu created by Naruto, Naruto uses the rotation to create a rotation barrier in front of his hand in order to block attacks, or at least lessen the damage, which is a jutsu Naruto actually created in this time period. Naruto would also get better aim and would train in his taijutsu, having the beginnings of a taijutsu style, though still not having a proper taijutsu style yet. Since you think Naruto, even with Shadow Clones, can get that in a week? Nah, Shadow Clones won't help much in taijutsu. Though Naruto, even without a fighting style, his taijutsu is around high Genin level. So yeah, that's pretty good, especially with just hundreds of Shadow Clones. Anyway, this is gonna be the, end of the 1 week training period for Naruto, where Naruto is no longer pathetic. Also, Naruto no longer has a crush on Sakura. Anyways, Naruto would still be paired up with Sasuke and Sakura, though I'll try not to horrendously bash Sakura, since I have been trying to not just bash everyone. Since what's the point of having a character which you only bash? Of course, there'll still be Sakura bashing, though something I remembered is that Naruto throws up against the Demon Brothers and Sakura, though people make fun of the fact that she needed to be helped by Sasuke and was being used as a body shield. Technically, she did move during it. She moved, unlike Naruto, so in some ways during that arc, sorry to people who are upset at this, though technically, Sakura did better at the beginning. Of course, though, Naruto became Shikamaru for a bit of time as well. Literally, Naruto became Shikamaru in order to come up with a genius plan. Anyways, yeah, Naruto both was worse than Sakura, then became smarter than Sakura, along with stronger. So yeah, at least Sakura had been better for Naruto for like 4 seconds. Yeah, a few seconds. Whoa. Anyways, yeah. So team selections come, and unlike the original timeline, Naruto doesn't go fight Sasuke because he wants to impersonate him. Naruto would go up to Sasuke and would say that he wanted to test himself, and Naruto and Sasuke would then fight. In the beginning, it seemed to be going to Sasuke's favor, as Sasuke had mid-tuning level taijutsu, as Naruto would have trouble handling Sasuke, even just being pushed back. Naruto had trouble with not getting pushed back further until Naruto said, "This is it then, Sasuke. Prepare yourself. Shadow Clone Jutsu." As Naruto would create 4 shadow clones to help him out. And this evens the battlefield or playing field, as Naruto would then begin to win. As Sasuke's stamina wasn't as high, Naruto, realizing this, would take advantage and would then begin to just wear Sasuke down. Sasuke, realizing this, would realize he only had one way to do it, which was his ultimate jutsu. And Sasuke would say, "Naruto, I'm impressed. I suppose you're the only worthy challenge now. No wonder you passed." As Sasuke would give a compliment to Naruto, which Naruto was proud of, since as much as Naruto hates to admit it, Sasuke is the best in his class for a while now, and was better than him. And Sasuke would then say, "But I'll end this fight now, since if this continues for much longer, your stamina will run me dry." As then Sasuke would say, "Fire style, fireball jutsu," shooting the fireball towards Naruto, who would then think quickly, think fast, shadow clone jutsu, creating 4 shadow clones once more. Each shadow clone would create a spiraling barrier or rotating barrier in front of Naruto, though that would quickly, after a short amount of time, break. The fireballs greatly weakened, and Naruto would quickly dodge out of the way, since it held the fireball off for a few seconds. And Sasuke would then say, "Fine, Naruto, I give up. If you can counter my fireball that easily, and I'm beginning to run low on chakra, you're far stronger than before, Naruto. I guess I won't only have weak teammates. I'd say you're my rival now, don't you agree?" As Naruto would say, "Yeah, even if I grew stronger than you weren't even able to learn jutsu like I did. Also, doesn't the Uchiha clan have more jutsu? So why didn't you learn them?" As Sasuke would say, "Well, as much as I want power, I can't break the laws of the Uchiha clan, which were that I could only access the academy level of Uchiha clan jutsu," as Naruto would then say, "and that included a fireball." As Sasuke would say, "Yeah, It's the true entrance of becoming a true Uchiha. As Naruto would say, that's why most Uchiha are better than or are always the rookie of the year. Yeah, I guess so. Sasuke would say as Naruto and Sasuke would begin a small friendship. Meanwhile, Sakura is still just daydreaming. Now, introductions. Naruto, seeing that Kakashi didn't want to introduce himself, and he had a training session with Sasuke later today, Naruto would simply say that I don't have much dislikes, though I also don't have too much likes. And my dream, well, I used to want to be Hokage, though. Now I don't know anymore. And Sasuke was a bit surprised at this, though Naruto didn't give too much information. And Sakura would try to say for Naruto to give more information since Naruto barely said anything. Though Naruto would say, I said just as much as Sasuke and Kakashi, as that would shut Sakura up, for now at least. I said I'm not gonna do constant bashing. If I was, I would have made Sakura continue this conversation, I guess. Also, by the way, the background was supposed to be a tutorial for my friend to be playing YBA, which is a Roblox game. Though if you just want to see a bad tutorial, just watch this again. Anyways, let's continue on with this video. Also, I'm actually surprised I got Emerald or Hierophant Green on first try. It is literally one of my favorite stands in the game. Anyways, by the way, that's an old account. Anyways, this is gonna be the end of the video. Next part, we will be covering the Land of or the Bell Test, and likely the beginning of the Land of Waves arc. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe if you didn't already, since I'll be uploading the next part if you give enough support. Otherwise, I'll just start a new What If instead. Since, by enough support, I just mean a few likes. More than 3 at least, I guess. Probably like 4 likes or something to have this What If be on the selected list. Though the next What If that's gonna happen is what if Naruto had the power of the 4 cardinal heroes on Wednesday. So let's continue on with this. Or let's just end this video anyway. Peace out, and hope you enjoyed the video. Also, YBA is fun, though if you're on mobile, I really don't suggest it. Shut the F up. Intact? Gus 6 Meister Jonathan is swearing in general chant of his Discord server. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace out. Please no interruptions again, Discord. Okay, good. There was no interruption. Anyways, peace out.